Yeah, man. I just want to pay a little homage to the fallen Mr. Prince Markie Dee. You know,
Rest in
Oh
peace, big
man,
brother.
dude. You know he died the day before his birthday, man.
damn.
The day before his 53rd birthday, man. 53.
What happened?
They still don't know. They said he went to the hospital, said that his hands and feet were swollen, and they were going to do something. To put a stent in or something, and they were trying to do that, and that's it.
One of the greatest, man. One of the greatest. Like I said, man, I've said it before, and one of my favorite things. I love their music, of course, the Disco 3. But man, one of my favorite movies, and I still watch it every time it comes on, is the fucking Disorderlies.
Yes,
I think
sir.
they were in 2 movies. What was the joint about?
Don't forget Crush Groove.
Crush Groove. Okay, I had it in my head.
Okay.
Crush Groove and the Disorderly show how talented all 3 of those brothers were. And if you listen to any of Prince Markie Dee's interviews, the brother was just always a positive cat, man.
Yeah.
Always a positive cat. So, man, shout out, because that's our era right there.
Yeah, real lyricist too.
Right. That's what introduced us to hip hop. LL and all of them. That was that era.
Hey, shit, man, and you know,
The golden age of hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
first, you know,
Mm-hmm.
some of them first
AKA
cats to
the
cross
first.
over too. Remember that shit
Yeah.
they did with the Beach Boys?
Yes.
Man, yeah.
But that's when hip hop was it was fun. You know what I mean? It didn't have an edge to it. You know what I mean? You just did your
Yeah.
thing and you had fun. You had the whole elements of hip hop, meaning the graffiti, the dancing. You know what I mean? That's when, it was cool to dance. The Fat Boys
Right.
dance, everybody. I mean, the beatbox. Come on, man. If that ain't hip hop, I don't know
Right.
what is. What, seriously.
Hey, let's rehash this, Tank, because we talked about this. We talked about, what was my man name? We got Dougie, and what was the brother in he was the first it was only 2 of them that passed away in the Fat Boys. The other one who used to beatbox,
Buffy.
Buffy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was interesting how they both was beatboxing, but they both had these 2 different styles. And somebody put them side by side, and it's just like, it's a forgotten art. And that's one of the reasons I loved Timberland's production, was because if you listen closely, a lot of that sound was him beatboxing in there.
Yeah.
I was also telling Tank, well, I asked him, I'm going to ask you the same thing. Have you ever got a chance to see Dougie live?
No, but I heard he's the Mr. Entertainer. That's the greatest performer ever. They say Dougie leaves it all out there. Yeah.
Let me
Dougie,
tell
as
you
far
something.
as beatboxing, and don't sleep on Rozelle.
Yes.
So you need to see check him out in concert. I mean, you thought somebody was playing or had the 2 turntables and everything, and it's just this guy and a microphone. I mean,
I
he
gotta see
killed
him.
it. He killed it. Just Google some of his shows or whatever. I saw him when they came out this way, and to this, I mean, had my girl leaving beatboxing. You know what I mean? Because he turned it out. He was like the intermission while the Roots, because he's with the Roots or whatever. But during their intermission, Rozelle came out, man, and I mean, he killed him. And you thought he had a turntable and everything else, but it was just him killing it, tore the crowd up, and was like, okay, Roots, y'all can stay back in the back. Let this cat just bring it home. You know what I mean? Because he killed it. But definitely look up some old Rozelle footage. Yeah,
Let me tell you something.
He's in the rankings with those dudes who know how to do the beatbox.
Let me tell you something. I seen Dougie live
Okay.
in Miami at the American Black Film Festival. When I tell you this brother went for an hour off of a cup of water, this motherfucker was beatboxing his ass off.
Yeah.
And then I had another album he did the intro on, man. I was in the car listening to that shit and thought I could beatbox. I was spitting every goddamn where. Had to wipe the car down. The whole inside of that motherfucker stank, man. The whole inside of the car smelled like morning breath, man. I had to spray that motherfucker down with some black suede ice spray.
Had to Febreze your mouth, huh?
God damn. Excuse me, Dougie Fresh.
See, man, I heard
Excuse me.
I heard Buff in real in a show or whatever, and I swear for God, I mean, I don't know if they had effects on his damn mic or that came from his soul. You
Yeah.
know, the way I mean, it was one of those like when he hit or whatever, it shook it shook your clothes. That's a hard
Yeah.
hit when he hit you with that bass. It was just like, oh my God.
Yeah.
That was hip hop, man. You know, we don't have anything like that now. You know,
Right. And I hate when cats like that go because they left such a mark. And I'm not saying this to disparage the new generation, but I don't see anybody talking about this new generation 30 and 40 years from now the way we do the cats in the 80s, like the Fat Boys, Dougie Fresh, Kane, Kumo D. These cats are timeless, man.
That they will.
Yeah.
They will. I mean,
Timeless. You think?
every generation has it.
yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Because you got to think
Okay.
about, our parents, said the same thing. Or
Oh,
whatever,
yeah.
about their folks,
We
and-
just
Yeah.
And I get it, but this stuff,
Yeah. We just
some
old.
kind
That's
of-
all it is, man. You know.
you can say that, man, but it's just not. It's not hitting my ears right, man.
Yeah.
It just don't make no damn
Yeah,
sense,
man.
It's just not.
Yeah.
It's not registering. I mean, I'm always be a fan, but damn,
Yeah.
man.
There's still some cold-blooded motherfuckers coming out though, man.
But you got to look though. They're not.
Yeah.
You got to peel that back a little bit. They're not right there in the forefront. What's in the forefront makes you just want to go home and go get up under the bed. Not
Yeah.
up under your covers. Get up under your damn bed. Because the shit ain't right.
I'm gonna tell you who I like. She one of the coldest rappers in my opinion. She be confusing the shit out of me because she always talking about getting head. Young M.A.
Oh,
I think she got a nice flow. These other motherfuckers just she actually put some thought into her rhymes. She's dope, man. She's dope.
like I said, there's a couple, but
Man.
I guess they just on some other different stuff. Think about it, man. We came up. It was weed, gin, and juice. Now it's fucking prescription pills. Molly, X, lean, all that
Yeah.
shit, and that coincides with the music, and it sound like that. Like that's what you
Yeah.
sound like when you on that shit. You mumbling.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So that's what
absolutely
you
right.
get. We had the Chronic, and Snoop and them sound like they was fucking high.
Yeah.
The shit came out.
Motherfuckers
what I mean?
was.
It was some fly ass shit. You listen to Redman.
Yeah.
Keith Murray and them cats. They were all high, and that's what they talking about.
In 2020, man, when you brought up that shit about Snoop's lyricism,
yeah,
I thought about that shit for days. I said, that man got a motherfucking point. Because, it's almost like you see somebody cross over and they lighten it up. They don't do the thing that put them in there. And for years, it's like, why is Snoop just Izzo? But every now and then, if you listen to an album,
he will light your ass up.
and that
And you be
motherfucker
like,
is,
ooh, there it is.
Ooh, there he is.
There it is.
man,
Yeah.
look, that's a bad motherfucker, man. But let me ask this question because we had a person in the comments. It's easy to find. It's only like one or two and all of these stuff. But he asked, and I'm gonna ask it. I'm gonna use my words. Us being a hip hop purist, what he wanted to know, what did we think about ghostwriting?
Man, it doesn't make us. They do it in. You think about it, man. They do it in all the majors: country, R&B. Somebody's writing. Somebody's always assisting
Yeah.
or whatever.
Always.
Funkadelic. If you go back to the history, of George and them, whatever, they got a bunch of documentaries. Go check that out. I recommend that. And cats still trying to get paid because you got to think about it, man. These cats was dropping LSD and acid, and they're in the studio, and George might have heard something, and be like, "Dude, do that shit again." Okay, and then hit the record button. Is that ghostwriting? Is that because he had an ear for it and just put it together,
Right.
which you was fucking around playing, in the hallway. Now that's just
Right.
Aqua Boogie.
It's completely
You know what I mean?
different though. It's completely different in rap.
I
though.
know it's somebody's. I know because everybody's trying to say they keeping it real. You know,
Nice.
I'm authentic. You know, I don't write none of my lyrics down from the top of the dome. And like Tretch said, yeah, your shit sound like you don't write it down. You
Right.
need to sit down and write that shit down.
Right.
It sounds fucking absurd. You know.
Right.
And I was like, damn, Tretch had a point. But
Right.
Tretch also is another. You know, that's who Eminem looked to him. He was like, dude, have you really analyzed Tretch's wordplay? It's kind of sick. But back to
You
what
wanna
you
know
were saying.
who you believe in, even when I'm sleeping, you think I'm cheating. You see, you Mr. OPP man, OPP man, I want to be man. Man, look,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
The motherfucker, hey, that motherfucker. See, this is why I always like cats who had their own style. Fuck a ghostwriter.
And that's what that was my rub. Like it depends, because you know, Still Dre, you know, when he did that or whatever, that was Jay-Z.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He wrote that. You know, but
We come from
you got cats who produce or whatever. You know, they not known for their lyrics. Like Diddy, what he say? I don't write rhymes. I write checks.
Write checks, yeah.
yeah, I mean,
Which was a
nobody's-
cold line.
Yeah, which was a cold line.
Somebody wrote
So
for that
shit like that's why I was like, yeah,
Right.
it depends on who it is. But if you're
Right.
coming out saying
right.
you'll kill anybody in a freestyle and this, that, and the third, then prove it.
Right.
You know.
Cause let me say something. I'm a fan of that motherfucker, the baby.
Yeah.
Baby ain't a trapper, he a rapper. I tell the bitch to shut up. She about to fuck my nut up. Like you can tell he write his shit because it's how he deliver it, man. But it's just something about the styles, man. Like that's what I always appreciated about the Wu-Tang. I forget what the joint was on a purple tape, but it was just all them cats like it was a battle, and then Jizza just got on there and Jizza's verse was so nasty. I mean, they all came rough. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the only group in hip hop history where anybody you could pluck out will light your ass up.
Right.
Anybody in that group, there's no weak link as far as lyrics.
No.
You know,
Brother said,
that's just
"Brother,
what it
don't
is.
Get mad. I got mad styles of my own in the show with my hands grip the chrome microphone. Man, look, I just can't see me taking the time to remember a motherfucker's verse in 2021 like I did back then. I took
You
pride in
can't
that
because
shit.
why would you try to memorize somebody mumbling?
Right. Well, all you got to
You
do is they be like, that's such and such. No, that's such and such. No, that's such and such. It's everybody's shit.
And in our day, only person that was mumbling and moaning and groaning was fucking Master P.
Yeah.
You know.
But
yeah, you-
the first time I heard that, man, what in the fuck is this? Man, I was a little heated. You know what I mean? Because it's my boy playing that shit, and he's like, man, it's the new shit,
Man.
man.
And I was like, it sound like this grown man taking a shit every other verse, man. Like, what is
Let
that?
me tell you something. Let me tell you
that
something.
motherfucker did his.
And then hold on, because I had a partner who went to Texas A&M, and he came back up to the yo and was like, dog, this is put this in. This is what's going on down there. And I was like, all right. And he put on Bout It. And I was like, back then that East Coast was on slap or whatever. It was Eric Sermon, anybody Eric Sermon produced, Redman Keith, all that, the Def Squad, His Squad, all that shit. That's the only thing that got played in my home. But then he came in with that, and I was like, dude, if you don't get this motherfucking shit out of that, I was like, man, turn that fucking shit off, man. That shit's hurting my ears, man. And then we went to a club, and I saw the girls and all the dudes, everybody just going nuts when that fucking song dropped. I mean, the club was fucking rocking. The floor was fucking levitating up and down. I was like, oh, okay. Sometimes you have to get into an environment and actually see what it actually do to the people. You know what I mean? For you to actually appreciate it. And that's what happened to me with Master P. Even though he was putting out, 30-something albums a month, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, when I actually saw it in a club setting, that's when I kind of, looked at it, gave it another look, and was like, okay, I see what it is. But yet, that's back when you had diversity. You know, you had Southern rappers. You had the Ghetto Boys. You know, you had No Limit. You had the East Coast. You had the West Coast. You had Bone. You had everybody. You know what I mean? We had everybody was represented. Now it's just the floodgates are open for all the bullshit.
Let me say this, man. When he came to No Limit, I was like, what the fuck are all these people talking about?
I wasn't with the gold teeth and all that shit, man. The cat looked cheesy. You're in New Orleans wearing a skull cap?
Man,
You know,
it's hot
fuck.
So,
You know, and then,
you
you know, I
sweating
saw
like
him,
motherfucker.
with the, you know, the ice cream man and all that stuff. I was like, okay, he's a hustler, you know, and I had to give it up to him because he was independent.
Yeah.
You know, I had to give it up to him.
These motherfuckers was like, man, you gotta listen to this True album. I said, who in the fuck is True?
Yeah.
And they gave me the album, and the first thing I thought was like, man, are you trying to get me to do cocaine? Because all the motherfuckers, because you know the letters would come off of his shit. if you got a Master P tape from back in the day, or True, or C Murder, or Silk, the lettering would come off. Man, let me tell you something. I put that shit in and I said the same thing. Nigga, what the fuck is this bullshit?
Yeah, man.
Give me the knowledge.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I
yeah.
started listening to Silk the Shocker.
That awkward flow used to get on my fucking nerves, and now
I
it's
loved
like,
it for some odd reason.
oh,
I loved
okay.
it. Let me tell you something. If you listen to the cat Blueface, he sounds
That's
exactly
it.
like
That's it.
That's Silk the Shocker.
Yeah, that's it.
And he had a song on that motherfucker that was slapping. And then there was that, this is for the homies in the Cadillacs with the 10s and the 12 bumping in the back. I said, boom, boom, ding, dong, dong. Motherfucker, I fell in love with No Limit. Me and my daddy. My dad was like, hey, nigga, we going to go see that. I got the hookup. And my dad, he had his own little shit. He called him Shay. He said, I'm like, all right, whatever. Man, look. And so you get out to the Bay and then you watch the documentary of this cat's life. Fucking genius, man. And you gotta, I salute that man because his whole objective, even before music, was, hey man, I'm coming from, me and my family coming from a hard area, and the onus is on me to take care of my family. And that was his pure motivation. And he did that, man. He hustled, he failed, and he kept hustling. Out here, they said, before we even heard of him, they said this motherfucker released so much music.
Yeah. He opened up a record shop or, you know, in the Bay. Or whatever, like I said.
And then he found his sound.
Yeah.
And hey, you know, so you got to be proud of that cat, man. You know, and to this day, man, to be around for so long, and he got the rap snacks, you know, brother trying to get Reebok, you know, regardless of what people think of it, man.
And he lived out he's living out his dreams.
Right.
He wanted to play in the NBA.
Yeah.
He got on for a little bit or whatever.
Yeah.
You know.
He was an agent, Ricky Williams' agent. No Limit Sports. He was, you know what I'm saying? So, look, took care of his babies. Romeo became successful. You know, so, you know, you get a lot of people that criticize some of the moves he made. But if anything, man, I think he's somebody that, you know what, we need to give his flowers to. Because he another brother that always speak positive and try to put a little game out there, man. But, you know, yeah, man, salute to P, man. Salute to P.
Definitely. But again, I was not feeling it. I'm sorry, man. The shit didn't sound right in the car.
With you.
You know what I mean? You go to the club. It grows on you, man. You get a couple drinks in you. You start seeing what it does to the ladies. And it's like, yeah, I think we need to get a couple Master P tapes, man. That shit. The girls are requesting the Master P tapes.
Next thing you know, you talking. You heard me? You heard me, Wardy? You heard me, Wardy?
Yeah.
Wardy? Okay, Wardy.
I don't know what the hell you talking about, but the girls like
all right.
it. Yeah,
oh, man, the girls love that shit, man.
The one cat out of that clique, motherfucking Mystical.
Oh, God. The down south, well, I can't say the down south, but the new version of James Brown.
Jesus.
Man, look.
Christ.
There you go. I never thought about that until you just now said it.
Yeah, man.
The man right here.
Come
man,
on,
look.
man.
Look.
He was cold.
What?
Man.
A cold.
That style, the rawness, the soulfulness or whatever.
Yes.
I mean, it was, and again, back to originality.
Let me tell you,
where's the
man.
mystical of today? There is nobody who can
No.
touch that style.
No.
You know,
You-
he was
and-
like the down south version.
Yes.
I want to say like a Busta Rhyme-ish. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? As far as that, enthusiasm, that hypeness, or whatever.
Yeah.
But there's only one Buster, and there's only one Mystical. If you had them on tour together, watch out. Watch out.
Fuck the place up till I turn 160. Yeah. Brand new song. No, look.
Man.
Mystical. When I was stationed in Washington, I was around a lot of cats from the South, and there was these cats, Jam Pony Express, these DJs. When they would cut Mystical shit up, that shit sounded so goddamn sweet. It was cold, man.
Mm-hmm.
Man, again, man. I think these cats just had style back then. It wasn't what everybody doing, but I think you guys made an excellent point. You got to think about it. Everybody high as a motherfucker right now. So they understand. Look, man, when motherfucker, I'm gonna tell you some other shit that fucked me up. That screw music.
Dude, I thought it was the demonic music or whatever, but then I realized it's a whole culture. And they take it's not even just like hip hop. It's like anything the DJs want to take, they will chop and screw it. And
There
I
you
was
go.
like, what the fuck? And then again, mixing in, you riding around kicking it with your homeboys, you drinking, they smoking or whatever. And
Yeah.
the shit start to sound right.
Yes.
It start to sound right. It's
That's
like,
on
oh.
the flow. That's on
Yeah,
the flow. Man, look at Tank. He like, what in the fuck?
I never did I get to a point where I was like, chop and screw sounds right. But,
Man, look.
hey, the shit is popular, man. Who am I?
Oh yeah.
Hey, fuck
Screw
that.
tapes.
We ain't gonna talk about rap without talking about my motherfucker Sugar Free.
Oh my. Oh my. I don't know why
that's-
he's not on like in every other sitcom and the movies, because he's a certified character, man. He could write his own. Just put a camera on him and just say go. You know what I
man,
mean?
look.
Because he could do it, man. I wish somebody would put that guy on. He's a star. Sugar
what
Free is a certified star, man.
What'd he say? He said, I'm holding back my tears when I listen to Off the Wall. Because that medicine didn't kill him. Y'all did, because y'all talked about him like a
Like
dog.
a dog.
I said, if that ain't the realest
that's it.
goddamn shit.
That's it.
Because when he passed and they did the memorial, and all these motherfuckers was like, oh, Mike inspired me. I'm like, y'all was just talking about that man
Yeah.
and mocking him 2 days ago.
Yeah. Sugar,
Calling him
his
Wacko Jacko.
Sugar Free wordplay is bananas.
Yes,
like
sir.
you said, that new single him and Snoop got out, Stop Thinking With Your Dick, Boy. Oh, and it's just them chopping it up on the porch.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
so crazy, man. It's so crazy because he hits it right out the park again. Him and my dude, I sent Tank this. I don't know if I sent it to you, but Devin the Dude, his new album's out or whatever. It's, my God, what's that?
The dude is
Please leave a
man.
nigga shit alone. Man,
I got to listen to that. I got
listen
to hear
to that song, and it's the acronyms, man. Please leave a nigga shit alone. That
Hey,
I ain't got that kind of. I don't have that kind of issues or whatever, those kind of problems. But damn it, I can relate.
man, what?
Man, that dude
Man,
is hilarious. I
what is-
love Devin.
Man, look, what did that cat P say? He said, man, if you spent 12 hours minding your own business and 12 hours staying out of mine, oh, man, bet you have 24 hours of a good time. I fucking lost it, man. I said, oh, this motherfucker's a trip, man. Yeah, but the dude, too, man. The dude is cold, man.
Yeah. Cats sleep
know.
on Devin, man. I love the underground cats, the cats who need their
Yeah.
shine, and
Yeah.
they stay in their lane or whatever. But yet, man, it's a market for these guys out there. Man.
Yes, it is.
It's a market for them, especially
Yes, it
with
is.
these ass hats that's out here now. That's getting, all the shine for it, and they're not saying shit.
Does hip hop really have gatekeepers anymore? Before,
No.
you couldn't make it out without going through, certain hoops. Now we have the internet, you can publish your own shit, YouTube, all this,
Well, hold on now, because what is it? Dame Dash was railing against the cat, called him a culture vulture. He's a heavy hitter in YouTube shit, man. Their music department.
Who are you talking about?
Gray haired dude.
The dude from Def Jam?
Yes.
Oh, I know who you talk about. Yeah, the guy with the funny accent. The old white dude that was with Russell and all those cats back in the day. Yeah, I know you talk about. Yeah. Yeah, he's the guy who signed Warren G.
Yeah. Another highly underrated, the dude who single-handedly saved Def Jam, by the way.
Not just him, but he was, what cats don't know on the low, the person who saved Def Jam was Redman.
I believe it. Yeah.
His albums or whatever, because they didn't have a new sound. They didn't have anybody new. You know what I mean? They were just signing these, one album deals or whatever, and Redman came in and knocked it out the park or whatever with Muddy Waters and There Is a Dark Side, that whole era or whatever. They put them back in the black, but they were becoming a relic.
Right. And the guy's name is Leo Cohen, by the way.
That's it.
Redman ain't never dropped a bad motherfucking album that I've ever heard.
Oh God, no.
And
another one who don't get his flowers.
Right. Let me tell you something.
A lot of fucking ghostwriting too.
Huh?
Redman did a shit ton of ghostwriting.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, word?
Yeah. Listen,
like Bruce Lee riding a Fuji in a movie.
Listen to Eric Sermon.
Drop
shit.
it on the 1, fuck the 2, 3. Huh?
Oh man, yes sir, yes sir. He kills it.
Yeah, man. I got his I got his last singles, but that one he dropped during Obama's presidency. Oh shit, what was the name of it? Reggie? Was it Reggie? Was it Reggie?
Mm-hmm. Might have been.
He just, you know what? Look, man, I'm gonna say this because, it was called Reggie. A lot of people, they talk Eminem, and I'll never sit up here and say that Eminem isn't talented, got an amazing motherfucking wordplay, and the dude can saddle a beat and go. But it's amazing how when you get in the discussion of who is the top hip hop artist, he automatically just got to go to the top. And even other hip hop artists do that. Now I understand showing respect to your peers, but he didn't. He dogged the shit out of MC Hammer for no reason. Called him a fucking clown. But that was the thing to do back then.
Nobody knew.
I want you to go and watch Redman's interview.
Oh, I saw it.
You see that when he said when Hammer stepped to him?
Yeah.
And he was like, "Mr. Hammer, sir, yes, sir. Sir, yes, sir." He was like, Hammer's about that he's about that life.
Right.
You know what I mean? But that was like those cats tried that back then or whatever. Everybody was taking their shots at Hammer because he was low hanging fruit. But
see, my thing for mentioning this is we automatically got to pump up. But man, Redman was such a this motherfucker to this day is still creative. You wonder where the shit that this motherfucker says come from. Method Man too, but if you listen to Redman, when he got called Black in America. This black man made it in America.
Killed it.
Oh man, killed it, man. killed it, just murdered it, and it's like we don't talk about cats like that, man. These cat, man, look, look. What's that? What?
I'm just saying, man. You talk about Red, you get tongue tied because he's so damn dope or whatever.
Man,
like when Time for Some Action came out, it was just like,
oh man,
whoo, okay.
Yeah, that whole EP,
The production, everything, man.
Man, listen, Eric was laying some shit out.
He's got to be like one of the only lyricists that has not lost his step after all these fucking years. Like, never misstepped on an album. Like,
right.
You know, some motherfuckers, you know, you go back through the catalog and it's like,
yeah, you can see a drop
touchy
off.
subject,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah,
Redman,
not Red.
guaranteed, fucking murder every
there you
single
go.
time.
There you go. And I'm like, man, I mean, you know, I understand, you know, Eminem I understand him being an anomaly, but like I always said about him, man, I always felt like he was the white girl with the big butt or big thighs. And this is what
meaning. I know what you're meaning. Like he
Right.
you know, he's gonna get a look. You know, he's gonna get a
Right.
few looks. You know,
yeah, like you can see 20 sisters walk past you with an amazing ass. But motherfuckers see a white girl with some thighs. There ain't even a whole ass there. They see some thighs and they put this motherfucker up on this pedestal. Like the bitch got an ass, but look at them asses over there. Them
I get it.
motherfucker
Like I said, I put him up there as far as like like battle rappers. Yeah, he's on the top tier. But as far as overall, to me, like I don't know nobody who bought his album or bumped it in the hood. I'm a hood guy.
Right.
I'm born and raised or whatever. Nobody. I didn't hear that shit in the hood. You know what I mean? So I can't give it my stamp. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. Yeah, he could kill it, you know, battle, but that's not what I'm listening to. You know what I'm saying? I need to vibe out. I'm not listening to him, you know, kill his baby mama and going after his mom and all that shit, man. Go ahead with that shit, man. That, you know, trailer park shit. You know.
Right.
Like,
now let me tell you something.
Deal with Section 8.
Yeah. I bought his last album and that motherfucking knock. Songs to be murdered, music to be murdered by, good. But I'm saying,
you stick your head out the window in the hood. Did you hear that?
That's what I'm saying.
What is the street saying? You know what I'm saying? They're not saying we need another M record.
Right.
You know?
And it's like when we got a Redman album, we was like, when the fuck is the next one?
Thank you. Right.
You looking for features, all that shit.
All that. Remixes, all that. Yeah. You know, you're not looking for an Eminem remix.
Remember waiting for that second Wu-Tang album?
Yeah.
Because all you wanted to hear is ooh, ooh.
Yeah, like I said, I don't want to hear no shit about no Stan. You know? Exactly. Exactly.
Boom, boom.
Don't sound nothing like, you know, that other dude's album. I'm sorry, you know. He got his lane and everybody else got their lane. That's all.
Yes, sir.
You know, so I'm sorry they don't put him up there and they mention, you know, the pillars of hip hop. He's not up in the, you know, like Snoop. You know, that's why him and Snoop had, you know, a little bit of beef.
Yeah.
Snoop was like, hell, he's not even my top 10, and that's his opinion. You know,
that's his opinion.
That's all. It's just Snoop's opinion.
Let me say this too, man. I know this is shit about fans because this was the amazing shit. Now, I know he had a situation with Mariah. And Mariah was married to Nick. But all through the marriage, this man was running his mouth. And I seen fans like, oh, he gonna go say something about him. It's like, that's a grown goddamn man. What he supposed to not check a motherfucker over talking about his children's mom and himself? Yeah. It's like, how long is he supposed to put up with the disrespect? I thought Nick made a nice little comeback. But see, he known as the Disney motherfucker, though.
There it is.
You know what I'm saying?
There it is.
And they didn't want to give him no kind of props. Everybody was like, let me tell you something. That little shit that Machine Gun Kelly did.
That was cold.
Going to Eminem was motherfucking cold.
Yeah.
Rap Devil?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He came with it.
I think he won
that one.
Cleveland's own.
Yeah.
And motherfuckers wanted to downplay it. I'm like, no. We not doing that. No. Cleveland's Ohio's motherfucking own MGK, Nick. Shit.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he came with some heat on that one.
I think he won it hands down.
That's what I think. I said that shit. You know. So, but hey, man. Hey. So let me ask y'all this: where your minds at about these what is it, drone strikes or these missile launches going on in Syria?
Say, shit, when had they stopped? It's just a matter of who's going to report it. You know, that's all.
There you go.
We do so much shit, man. It's like, okay.
Right.
And?
Right.
It's not like our hands is clean, you know, as far as international affairs.
Right. Drone
know.
strikes. Oh,
That
so
was
today is Friday.
that was Obama's jam. You know what I
Man,
mean?
look, thank you, because you know, motherfucker. Hey, this is like, they act like Obama was this benevolent motherfucker. Man, I just remixed my own shit. This benevolent dude. They like, oh, you know, and I'm not a pro-Trump dude, but they like, oh, Trump deported it, and then motherfucker was like, but Obama deported more than him.
Yeah.
Well, this dude doing drone strikes. Well, Obama killed civilians during his drone strikes. So this shit is a fucking popularity contest. What you about to say, Cuddy?
No, I was just saying that, you know, those casualties are, I mean, they're going to happen no matter what. Whether it's a drone strike, whether it's, you know, precision air, you know, I mean, not a precision air, but, you know, a regular
surface
bomb.
to air. Yeah.
I mean, we all, nobody likes any of this shit that's going on.
Right. There you go. Thank you.
Do you think it's worth it to maintain a certain dominance in the world? I mean, being an American and seeing that it will benefit you in the long run.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, can you stomach this type of violence moving forward?
We have and we will, because we don't show. You know, think about it, man. Every time we watch our news or whatever, the last 5 to 10 minutes or whatever is a feel good segment, just to make sure that you're calm before they sign off or whatever. You got to think about how it's formatted. That's just how we are. If we had a news cycle that just told us all the fuckery that we do day in and day out or whatever, you thought our drug problem was bad now. You know, just think if we actually got the real deal every day. What if we got those damn briefings that Biden get every day? We got to look. We got to look and see exactly what the fuck we did while we were sleeping. What the military has done while we were sleeping.
My brother, I'm going to say it honestly, I've never thought about it like that. You know what? Because you know what? And that's, you know, I like being honest. It's always easy to point out shit, whether you're criticizing it or not. But you got to be a certain type of motherfucker to take that in, right?
Yeah.
And then wake up and put a smile on your face.
That's called being a politician.
Right. Now, you can either be a politician or you can be an evil motherfucker. It's crazy because when I took my political science course, the professor straight up told me, she said things. One of the main things she said it's never as cut and dry as you all think. You never understand why things are done. She brought up one example. She was saying the people might want to park over here. So they go to the mayor or whatever government official. We want to park over here. Okay? But then that same mayor is having a meeting with the CEO of a corporation saying, listen, we want to put X, Y, and Z over here. But the people, my constituents, they want a park. Well, if you don't give me the park, then I'm just going to move this plant that I already got over here, and your constituents are going to lose their jobs. So you got to make the best decision possible so that everybody can be happy.
What you think was
go ahead.
What you think was holding up the COVID relief bill? That whole scenario you just ran down. I'll give you my vote, but I'm gonna need that park that you were just saying. You know, I'm gonna need that for my people.
Right.
You know, before I give you my vote. You know, that's that's how it is, man.
Right. It's all about who's scratching who back, man, and who. It's all about, look, for lack of a better word or phrase, it's all about how much you put in that collection plate.
Yeah, I mean that's what the last dude didn't understand. He was like, we're gonna go it alone. I'm pulling out of this treaty. I'm pulling out. Nah, bro, you don't understand. We all intertwined. You know, if Europe go down, we going down.
Yeah.
We gonna be fucked. We all intertwined, man. You know.
Have you ever seen Client 9? What is it? Client number 9?
Client.
Either of you? It was a documentary about Elliot Spitzer, former governor of New York. And I forget
that dude.
Huh?
I said that dude, man. He's a creepy looking dude. Go ahead.
Hey, he was a creepy dude.
But Client 9. But turns out he was actually a decent dude. Listen, I forget what position he had. I think it may have been mayor or something like that. But when he became the governor of New York, the interesting thing about Client 9, and it's almost like an espionage story, because there were other politicians there, and these motherfuckers was bold. Other people that held positions in state assembly in New York or whatever, and they say, yeah, he thought he was about to come in here and do what he wanted and clean up this and that. He needed to understand the way things worked around here. And every fucking thing good that this cat tried to do, they sabotaged him. It was a bunch of them. And one dude pretty much said he fucking hated him.
Hey, man, that's how it goes.
You know?
That's how
Yeah.
that goes, man. Everybody's going to be on your team, man, especially in politics.
There you go.
And somebody's always coming for your crown.
Right.
You know?
Right.
It's only it's temporary, but you're trying to make that permanent money. You know?
Right.
So that's all
Right.
that is, man.
What's up, Tank? You all right, baby?
Yeah, man, I'm good. I'm good.
My man done put together this new format and all that, man. Hey, man, how was that trip, man?
Wonderful.
Yeah, how was that trip, Tank?
Look at him. Yes. I got memories, fellas. I got memories. It'll be in my book. It'll be in my book. I got you, brother. I got you.
Yeah. It was dope, man. Yeah, had a really good time. It's good to get out, especially, man. COVID had me pretty much locked down the whole year, man. I ain't been nowhere.
Right.
You know, get you all fucked up mentally. Yeah, so it's good
Yeah.
to get some sunshine on you. You know?
Yeah.
Speaking of this damn COVID shit, man, y'all guys been paying attention to this these new mutations, man? I swear it's a fucking East Coast, West Coast beef again.
Bro.
I heard about the one, there's a West Coast mutation, now there's the East Coast mutation.
Hey,
Or
man,
whatever.
I heard nothing. Yeah, I heard
You
it's
heard none of that,
mutation.
man? Yeah, man.
they're gonna make.
I didn't know it was that many variations.
They're gonna release vaccines like clockwork from now on. Just for
no
this.
There's too
shit.
much money in it.
This is
No
gonna
shit.
be the biggest fucking money grab. You know,
Yeah.
since Jesus fucking Christ, it's like
Since what? Nothing. There's
The war
nothing
on
that,
terror.
that
like
There
that.
you
oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, because that's a
There you
blank
go.
check that just keeps, you know, keep writing itself. Yeah,
Just think, these mutations is gonna speed up.
dude. Because we're not caught up.
Uh-uh.
You know, the mutations are ahead of what they're trying to do. Now they're relaxing some of the stipulations about capacity as far as, you know, crowd sizes or whatever, going
Yeah.
from like 50 to 75, and, you know, partially opening up these schools. And it's like, dude, this ain't the time, man. We still gotta, you know, hunker down just a little bit more, man, until we get these everybody. And it's only, you know, the essential workers for the most part that's getting these vaccinations or whatever. But it's not, and you know, the hood's gonna be the last stop, you know. So it's, it's one of those. It's not. It's lopsided. It's never going to be somewhat, you know, a catch up phase, and we're not caught. We're nowhere near where we should be.
Oh no.
You know.
But you know, all the media outlets are talking about this huge sigh of relief that the numbers are coming down. And it just seems
bad.
so bullshitty. Like,
Thank you for understanding the fuckery that's going on right now.
yeah, like it's unbelievable. It is just absolutely
How they're spinning it like it's a new day. Like, dude, just because it's about to start getting a little bit warmer out,
yeah.
all is not good. I'm
Yeah.
sorry,
Yeah.
man. Still, you know.
Yeah.
Like it was 6 months ago. You still should be on that shit. You know, social distancing, wearing your mask, and just staying the fuck out of people's faces.
There you go, and wash your hands. Look, I told motherfuckers like this. This shit is about to shut right the fuck back down. They starting to
Again.
lighten up shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's going to shut down again.
I give it a month. Where we got an emergency, shut everything down. Everybody better go home and get some toilet paper. Because everything is about to shut the fuck down, man. Because, like you said, people they're in too much of a rush to get things done.
Come on, we want to get back to normal. There is no more normal.
There is no more
Tank
normal.
said, we're gonna. I had a doctor visit last week, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm pretty sure that we're gonna have to start getting these damn COVID shots, like the flu shot."
Oh,
it's gonna be yearly.
That's the
we're
idea.
Gonna have to get.
It's gonna be like
a
quarterly.
booster. Ouch! Yeah, because it's what 6 months. They
How
said
many new strains have we heard since fucking December?
7.
Get the fuck out of here. 7.
Yeah.
It's like 7. I just told you about the 2 new ones.
Damn.
The East Coast and the West Coast, and then you got the one from Africa, the one from Brazil. Shit.
Yeah, motherfuckers will be like,
Yeah, then they said there's a mutation that formed to fight against the vaccine. Think about that. You know,
Damn.
that's already out there right now. That's already mutating to be like, you know what, fuck that damn shot. You know?
Right.
And how they were like, oh, you have to get 2 shots. Now they're saying, well, maybe 1 shot should be enough. You should be good with 1. How the fuck do you know? It hasn't even been
Right.
a year.
Right.
You know,
Damn.
but yet you could tell me that it's gonna last, you know, X amount of months or whatever. You're gonna have antibodies. And mind you, the shot does not say you won't get it. It says you'll get it and you'll have milder symptoms. You can still catch the shit, so don't go get a shot and take your damn mask off and start licking motherfuckers. I got the shot. I'm good. Yeah.
God damn, that's nasty. Yeah, man. Hey, man, look. Hey. I mean, we living in a country, man, where everybody is already hurting and worried about medical care, man. The last thing you need is a mutating fucking virus out there. It's just...
It's there, but again, they don't want to talk about it because it scared the shit out of people. And people
There you
need
go.
to be fucking scared. So that way, if you do it right the first time, you ain't got to keep doing it fucking over and over again. Just
There
sit
you go.
down and just say, look, man, we're going to be locked down until shit. We might have to take this summer off again. We need to get control of this shit. And if we do it right, if we just all just fucking chill the fuck out for a little bit longer,
Right.
so that all the majors could get these damn vaccines and everybody could get their shot, we'll be all right. But they trying to do this shit in phases. The fucking mutation don't give a fuck about phases.
Hey, fuck your faces, nigga. Fuck your couch
man.
and your faces.
Yeah, that's what the mutation is doing every day. Fuck your couch.
Right.
Fuck it. I
Yeah,
mean,
man.
we're at the point now where there's nothing that they can do outside of vaccinations. So just fucking, start mixing it up.
Hey man, I'm about to start making that bathtub moonshine. That
You
should
better-
kill it.
A
Get you
hot
a hit
toddy.
of that.
Get you a hot
Bathtub
toddy.
moonshine. Yeah, man.
Some whorehound candy and some Christian Brothers. A hot
just
toddy and some honey.
Only thing you can control somewhat is yourself. You know what I mean?
There you
Just be
go.
mindful of your surroundings. Again,
There you go.
stay out of motherfuckers' faces and whatever, and keep your circle tight. That's all. But everybody's
man.
I can't wait to get back to, seeing this person, seeing that person. Like, just think about how much you have saved. Not bullshitting around. You know what I mean? Tricking off dough.
Shit,
Yeah.
motherfuckers been tricking off on that Amazon.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Oh, boy, like, tripled its fucking worth, over the last year.
On a boat, like, I gave my wife $1 billion in a damn, settlement or whatever, and then that divorce. But shit, I got that
Man.
back in a month.
Cop and blow.
I got that shit back in a month.
Like, these motherfuckers
Cop
have
and blow.
cornered the game on the fucking groceries.
You said what?
They cornered the market on groceries out here, bro.
Yeah, now
Oh, they did it. They did it
he's nipping into pharmaceuticals.
Bro,
So
they got their own fucking brand of fucking groceries. Fucking Happy
Man.
Belly. I don't know where the fuck they got the name for this shit at. Like a bad Asian restaurant. Happy Belly from Amazon.
He has his daughter.
And the
he
shit
has his
is
daughter.
cheap and it's quality and say goodbye
Watch
to
out, Whole
regular fucking
Foods.
grocery stores.
Yeah, man,
We
watch
ordered
out.
a bag. We ordered some of that. It's good quality.
Yeah. It's pretty fucking good.
Yeah. Happy Belly. I got a Happy Belly. My old lady was like, "Nah, we gonna try this shit, baby. Huh? We ain't going to. We gonna try this shit. I don't feel like going." I'm like, "All right, baby, whatever. I could run." No. Hey, this cat. Listen, I don't think he gonna stop. I think he got the power to do whatever he want to do at this point. Ben had it, but I mean,
What'd
he
say?
went
He
from
stepped down, didn't he? He stepped down as what you call it, but he's never gone.
Right.
I'm saying he took a step back. Like shit. What's the
Right.
point of having all this money if I can't enjoy it?
right.
You know?
I'm gonna focus on some other shit. I'm gonna tell these motherfuckers what
much.
to do.
Pretty
What's
much.
the cat? What's the cat? Steve Jobs. That passed away.
Yeah. Because he one of those dudes thinking he could wish his cancer away or whatever.
Right.
Cats was like, dude, you need to go see a doctor. Nah. I read a book. I could just take these herbs.
Yeah.
I'll be fine. I'm like, dude.
He did that
There's no,
same shit
there's no
Prince
belt
did,
that could
yeah.
fit you now. We could damn
Yeah.
near see straight through you, but yet you saying you cool. And that's what ended up. He was too smart for his own damn good.
Said
Yeah.
his cancer was very survivable when they caught it.
Yeah, but he wouldn't. Know.
He said he couldn't.
He wouldn't.
In his book, he said he couldn't fathom having, a doctor opening him up. And I get it. That's a real fear, man. I guess.
I guess, but you being that smart to have that kind of logic on your own personal health, considering you didn't change the world, and you can't think that narrow about yourself and focus on your health. To me, it's somewhat a little bit selfish, considering for his just for his family.
Bro,
There you go.
Not the whole Mac industry and what he did to change the game. I'm just saying personally for his own family. I know they were just sitting there like, what's the point of having all this wealth, this legacy, if you don't even want to be around for it? You don't want to see it through. You don't even want to help yourself. And again, like Tank said, it was treatable, but he just kept saying, I got this.
He studied Buddhism for a long time. And, so spiritually, man, this cat probably was in a different place than the rest of, people that he interact with, and probably saw his life, a different way.
Maybe.
And,
He did it his way. I mean,
Yeah.
what you gonna say? I just, you look at a guy like Jeff Bezos, man, and the kind of money this cat got. There is no stopping. This cat gonna have his hands in everything, surely.
I mean, why wouldn't he? You can only where
Right.
else you gonna park that money? Where you gonna
Right.
park it?
on Mars.
Yeah, there you go.
On Mars. They're all
Yeah, they
building
want to get
space
there
companies.
bad. It's something we don't know.
Big time.
It's
Big time.
just it's not here. You know what I mean? That's how far. That's how much money they have. They bored with Earth. That's the
Right,
kind of
that's
money
what
I want.
Say bored. I'm tired of Miami.
I don't want to kick it here. I want to have a steak there.
Did you see the cat? Elon Musk has his own little spaceship program too.
Yeah, SpaceX.
And his homie, who's also a quadrimillionaire, billionaire dude, I'm a fly the spaceship. I'm like, really? Is that fucking easy? That you just like, man? I guess when you got bread, baby, I ain't trying to fly shit.
That is
Well,
the
I mean,
definition of fuck you money. And
Right.
all of these guys we've been mentioning, they have that certified fuck
Right.
you money. There's wealth, and there's fuck you money.
Yeah, it's what they had.
have
Yeah,
fuck you money.
right.
You see they automated the booster rocket returns. Like the motherfuckers.
Oh, so they
will
come back
fly
down.
back, yeah,
Yeah,
and
land
standing
perfect.
up. So
Yes.
I doubt that there was a lot of shit that these motherfucking astronauts got to pilot while they up there.
It's the AI, huh?
I mean,
because they were more excited on how it landed, not how it took off and didn't explode.
Damn.
They were like, "Oh, look at the landing." I was like, "Hold on, are y'all playing that backwards?" They're like, "No, that's what it's supposed to do."
Yeah.
It looked like
Damn.
they're playing it backwards, but yeah, you go watch the footage, man. The shit come and land right back.
you remember
on
how
the spot.
fucking booster rockers used to fall off, and they'd have to
Dude,
send
yeah,
somebody out in a boat to go get them shits?
Yeah.
Nah, these motherfuckers
Right.
flew back to the place they took
Yeah.
off from
Yeah.
and set up, ready for the next fucking launch.
Damn.
That's it. Bye bye NASA.
Yeah.
That's it. Undercut.
A
Yeah,
Tesla
we got money.
spaceship.
We could play.
I'm telling you,
we could do whatever the hell we want.
Mars is going to be the all-white resort in space.
Right. What did, hey,
They
what did
motherfuckers
Cedric
leaving
say?
us, bro. I'm telling you.
That's what Cedric
They leaving.
said.
They leaving
he
us.
said-
They leaving
That
us.
shit's going to be
They
like
leave us
trying to
this
leave our
hellhole.
asses. That's what Cedric said. They trying to leave our asses. They fucking this shit up and they leave it.
As soon as they find a viable water source, it's a wrap.
They
Right.
It's a
found it.
wrap.
And air. They
Yeah.
leave it like all
It's
the
a
smart,
wrap.
all the so-called smartest motherfuckers. They gonna take all the bad bitches and they gone. They gonna take Eminem, Redman, Jay-Z. They gone. All the motherfuckers is gone. Beyonce.
Oh man, speaking of Jay-Z, you saw he sold 50% of his Ace of Spade to Moet.
That's probably a hell of a move. How much
Man,
did they pay him?
They didn't disclose that.
They
but
didn't
he's with the
disclose it.
majors now. Mind you, he was indie. You know, they were looking like, oh, look at this black dude, Champagne. And now they
Right.
saw, the numbers he was doing. And was like, hey man,
Right.
you want to partner up? And it's like, yeah, you can get half.
Right.
You can't get the whole thing, but you could get half. So
There you go.
now he's with that brand, Moet, and I forget the other ones that they have under their umbrella, but now they have his 50%, man. Another major
There you
move,
go.
man. He
There you go.
transitioned. That's how you transition, man.
Yeah. If you're gonna lead a game, that's how you do it.
That's how you transition. You keep making these power moves. And mind you, he struck out on his own and had them come to him. Just like the NFL came to him, during that whole Kaepernick shit. Like he
Yeah,
said, I am a business,
My presence alone is charity.
Yeah.
I mean, my dude got money falling, just money. You know what, man? It's a wonderful thing, man. I never hate on a motherfucker. The last thing I can stand is when a motherfucker be like, oh, he got all that money, what he should do this with that money. Man, fuck that. I don't like, look, let me say this. I ain't going to say the woman's name because shit, we started this show all fucked up. But it's a mega rich ass woman who I can't goddamn stand. Can't stand this motherfucker.
Yeah.
And but you know what? The thing I hate is when people talk about her bread. Oh, she did this for that person. She did that for this person. That's her shit. She earned it. Like people say, oh, Bezos got too much. No, Bezos came up with a fire motherfucking ass. Man, let us come up with some shit and we be billionaires. We following it. We gonna have our own motherfucking spaceship, man. And we going right the fuck up there, or we gonna get our own goddamn planet. Let us get our own money.
Yeah, how you gonna knock off most of these people who made their money off of us being lazy?
There you go.
How you gonna knock somebody who pretty much looked at the market and was just like, this is what the people want. You know what I mean?
Right.
They'll sit at home
Right.
and click and buy my shit,
Catering to a need, yeah.
and that's what he did. And he's
Yeah.
he's gonna ride that wave until somebody come knock him off, till something
Right.
comes along that's cheaper, better, and faster.
Man,
but this dude
listen.
was like, not only you may be able to get it the same day as you fucking hit that click button,
There you
put
go.
it in the cart, you may be able to get it the same day. But next time I had these drones at your door.
But here's the dope shit too. He even gives you an opportunity to save bread. For instance, when you buy a book, do you want to buy it new, or do you want to buy it used?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is
Do you want
secondhand
the-
okay? That motherfucker
you want
literally
the-
asks you. Yeah. Is
Do you want the
secondhand
audio
okay?
version? Like when you, I'm still old school,
Yeah.
man. I fucked around and go buy CDs, but yet I can still stream it. You know what I mean? He gives
Yeah.
you options. You know what I mean? 'Cause
Yeah.
nowadays you got cars that don't even come with CD players. You gotta stream everything.
There you go.
So,
I got a gang of CDs too.
like I said, I bought that new Busta Rhymes album. I ordered a CD for nostalgia, man. 'Cause that's what all my Busta
I
Rhymes
shoulda
CDs
got
or
it.
whatever. You know, I had got the CDs, man. That's all.
What the hell y'all
Fire.
do with y'all old DVDs?
I still got them. I still got
I
my
still
damn
got them
Soprano
shits,
box
man.
sets. You know, yeah,
Yeah.
I got them.
I ain't giving them away.
Yeah, they ain't going nowhere,
What's
bro.
that shit like 480p?
Huh?
Was that 480p?
Oh man.
I mean, just think how
Wow.
low resolution that shit is.
yeah.
Like, would you ever watch? I never go back and try to pop in
And
a
what-
DVD or anything, try to watch it.
Like I said, I converted home videos to DVDs, you know, of
Yeah.
house
What-
parties and shit like that or whatever, and that had to be shit 10p,
Man, what about
8 or 9 millimeter shot on a camera or whatever, the mini, or whatever. So yeah,
remember
real
when they
shitty.
had remember the Blu-ray disc and it was competing with the HD disc?
shit. I remember Laserdisc. So, yeah.
Man,
My
come on,
God.
man. Them big ass records,
Yeah,
silver
yeah,
records.
yeah, big ass CDs.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah. Cats don't know the struggle, man. Cats have never realized the struggle,
That's
man.
what it was,
I
man.
remember my uncle had a
Yeah,
porn on
man. I
fucking
mean, I
Laserdisc.
download music just because it's convenient, but I still got all my CDs. The last Smoke Dizza album I got on CD, man. You know, fuck with Smoke, man. It's just nostalgia, man. Like I wish I got the what is that, man? The 12 Ghostface had a tape come out recently. The 12 something, whatever. But this motherfucker had a tape. I got that shit. I'm like,
Ghost.
shit. I ain't never played that motherfucker 'cause I ain't feel like rewind. I thought about having to rewind that motherfucker and put a pencil in there and shit.
I tried. I found an old tape laying around. Tried to play that bitch. It broke.
Snap. Yeah, snap.
I thought you was
dried
gonna
out,
say
baby.
you-
Said, yep.
I thought you was
Every
gonna say
time,
you.
every time you play a tape, VHS or little cassette tape, whatever, the quality each time you run through down, degrades. So yeah, man.
Yeah.
So I knew where you were going with it. He was like, I tried to play it. I was like, dude, was it in his case? No.
I thought you was.
Have you
I
guys
thought
ever
you
tried
was
to?
gonna-
You guys ever try to convince somebody that a tape sounds better than digital recording?
No, dude. I come on, man.
Come on, man. Motherfuckers
No.
did it with us with fucking records. We
No,
can do
well,
it with cassette tape.
Actually, it to me, I went to school for audio engineering. It does to me, depending on
man.
because you got to think about what are you listening to it on. We were raised on them big ass house speakers where you heard everything. You heard
Right,
the instruments. You heard each part. If it panned left, if it panned right, or whatever, you felt that. Now we got earbuds. They're shitty as hell. Fuck Beats by Dre and all that. Those speakers suck,
Yeah.
man. If you're not actually listening to it and it's not set up right, you never get
Yeah.
the full. Just like when you like watching a movie at home or watching a movie in the movies, going to the movies
Right.
or whatever. It's a difference. It's set up so that you get that experience. But you
When
got
you-
folks who
when
never
you-
get to hear that kind
Yeah.
hear music that way. You know, everything is
When
digital.
you see-
Digital is sorry, man, but digital
No,
makes
right,
everything
right.
sounds perfect.
Right.
Music isn't
Yeah.
perfect. People fuck up notes. Shit's supposed to go up and down or whatever. Digital pretty much put a cap. Like it can only go that high, that low. And it makes it sound
Yeah.
too clean. Music isn't supposed to be clean.
My
So
apologies.
I like
I'm
it
an
dirty. So yeah, so I prefer analog. You give me a record
Yeah.
player and a nice setup with the nice big ass house speakers. Hell yeah.
Give me something with some
Hell
tubes
yeah.
in it.
I don't. The digital is good, but I know the difference. And you give me an album or whatever, and you have some instrumentations or whatever. People actually playing instruments. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll take that all day.
When you said you played the tape, I thought you was gonna say you accidentally summoned a demon, because that shit, the quality of that shit is not just like over time, like you said, the degradation of quality, man. That shit sound crazy, man.
It start to sound warped, just like the
Right.
early recordings or whatever. They're bad. Yeah, the old the old blues albums and stuff like that, man. You could hear the crackle, and all that stuff, whatever, because it was low grade. But now everything is HD, But music is supposed to be. It's not supposed to sound perfect.
I got you.
That's all.
Right.
I didn't listen to that many records, I guess.
You're like, I actually prefer 8 tracks where you just put it in and there was no skipping. You had to listen to the whole thing.
Right. A big ass tape. A big ass fucking tape.
That motherfucker will switch to another song or wake the whole house up. Clunk, clunk.
What was it? A 44 is a big ass record with a big ass hole in it. A little record with a big ass hole in it. Yeah, little record with a
big ass hole in it. A 45.
Right. 45. 45.
Hey,
45.
Hey, we went to go see Cool Herc up at.
Oh my!
Remember that shit, Ed?
Yeah, man.
Up at
it was for free.
Yeah,
up in Cleveland.
The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yes, sir. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Brother
Cool Herc was giving
some
a tutorial.
Yeah. Pulled out some 45s. He was mixing 45s, bro. I ain't never seen no shit like that. Motherfucker was getting it with 45s. Like,
I ain't
man,
never
you
seen no shit like that, man. These kids that could, cut it up with MP3s and, the simulators and all that stuff. But this dude, with that little yellow piece in the middle or whatever, he was mixing it up with 45s. 45s, not vinyl 12 inches. 45.
Yeah.
No,
and I'm sitting there looking at Tank, looking at this dude like, did he? Yeah, pulled it out the little sleeve and got busy.
Dang.
Got busy.
And we talking
I
about
could have seen that shit.
Godfather rap. Dude,
yes, sir.
Put on some reading glasses. And, Cool Herc, he is still big swole cat.
Yeah, he is.
Reading glasses.
Yeah.
45.
Yeah.
And was killing it.
Yes,
all them cat. Look at Melly Mel swole in the motherfucker.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I don't know what this dude. I hope he didn't have to go do no time, but he looked like he did. But Melly Mel is on swole.
Yeah. Such a dope lyricist too, man. One of the best. Ahead of his time.
Yeah, he was one of those guys who pretty much was back in the day called like a street reporter. He was just letting everybody know what was really going on.
There it is.
And now it's pretty much like the art of storytelling,
Right.
And that's what he did in hip hop. He was one of the first ones to do it, and everybody was like, "Well, shit, that is a message," and it's crazy because it resonates to this day.
Right. Yes, sir.
A lot of cats catch flack nowadays for dressing like bitches. Right? I mean, we got niggas wearing skirts and
blouses.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, blouses.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, we making fun of them now. We go back, 78, 79, all the way up until like I'm bad. Niggas was wearing some fuck shit. I mean,
Melly Mel and the
oh my God. Nigga in feathers.
They were coming off the funkadelic tip. They were coming off of the mothership, man. You saw what George and Sir Nose and all those cats was doing, coming off, Star Child walking around with a damn diaper on. That's that era at that time.
The Gap Band
history,
shits.
Yeah, the history
with the little ass cowboy hats.
Yeah. So does that make everything that's happening right now cool?
Huh?
No, I don't think it's cool because these cats is on drugs.
Right. And they knowingly wearing women's clothing. Back in the day, these cats was men's clothes. They look different.
No,
it was a time. You had the pretty dudes. You had Prince cats actually who wore makeup. Androgynous or whatever that whole look. The
fucking them heels.
Jesse Jackson and not Jesse Jackson, but Jesse Johnson. I'm sorry, Jesse Jackson.
Oh,
Jesse Johnson
man.
and them.
Jesse.
Yeah, Ready for the World, those cats or
Jesse
whatever.
Johnson was talented as hell, but man, I bought the. I'm a fan of the time, man.
Yes,
But
sir.
they had the album. What was it called? The something seven. The single was
Original
Condensate.
Oh,
And,
they came when they came back.
Yeah.
Because Prince wouldn't let them use their name.
Wouldn't let
Prince
him use
owned
the name.
Yeah, they had to come back. Damn it, you right. It was something 7.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Hold on, man. We got to get this right. Because
the
that
original
album
7,
was
wasn't it?
nice as hell. I'm trending on you. You trending on me. Morris Day.
Yeah. The original 7.
The 7. The
The
original,
original
7.
seven. The original 7. And man, they had a picture of each of the members, and Jesse Johnson was in that motherfucker. Like he was still back in '81 with the mascara on and this shit.
Hey man, if the shit worked, it worked, and you ain't gonna
Hey.
go away from your look, man. That's your hook. You
Sometimes
ain't gonna
it
leave that
ain't.
alone.
Cat had the perm comb back and shit. Hey man, with the ruffle, motherfucker with the ruffle pirate shirt on and shit.
A pirate shirt.
This motherfucker. And the bad thing is, you can't help but think about pancakes.
Game blouses.
And the fact that it was a true fucking story.
Man.
That's what made it so damn funny. Cause
Yeah.
I saw when when after the after shots or whatever they were doing with Chappelle, but then I saw an interview on BET, and they interviewed Prince, and at the end of it, they was like, "Okay, Prince, last question: the Chappelle Show, true or false?" He was like, "True." And that's how it went off, man. They didn't even want to go into detail about the whole Charlie Murphy stories, whatever. But I could only imagine, like, yeah, just come to my crib. We're gonna play some basketball. Fucking Prince,
whooping motherfuckers in
his
heels.
ass, yes,
Whooping
spinning.
motherfuckers in heels, man. Come on.
It's like, and afterwards, man, he made his pancakes.
The icing on the cake on that whole thing was breakfast can wait.
Pancake.
Yeah, yeah.
His
Put that out.
they had the new
Put that
motherfucker
out.
in the group. Mickey Free. See, everybody thought he was a
Yeah.
bitch. What they ain't know is Mickey Free was a dude. He used to be with Shalimar.
My God.
And the sad shit is, you know what? I seen an interview with Mickey Free, and he confirmed the motherfucking story.
Yeah.
Hey,
He
man.
confirmed the fucking story.
How do you, like I said, man, I done been around some great liars in my lifetime, but who could come up with a story that damn, I mean, not just that one, the Rick James, all of like, did you fuck Rick James? You whooped his ass? You know what I mean? Like, who say shit like that? Like, yeah, man, he, just a disrespectful motherfucker, man. Did they have Rick come on there and be like, well, what I look like just going to somebody's house and just put my feet all up on their couch, whatever. What I look like doing that? Yeah, I put my foot up. I put my foot on his couch. He got money. That's Eddie Murphy.
Right. If Charlie Murphy dreamed he whooped my ass, he better wake up. Goddamn Rick James. If Charlie you just smack him around and call him darknesses. Him and his brother. Call him darknesses. God damn.
Talking about the-
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
The giants that were on that show. God
Yeah,
damn.
man.
Hey, now that Chappelle renegotiated this shit, I wonder if his show comes back. And if his show comes back, will it be any good? mean,
I don't even know if he
losing some
want to
key
do
players.
something like that anymore. I think he might just do the whole Netflix thing and be like, I'll just go for self and just keep banging them with these damn shows, these specials or whatever. I don't think he want to go through that no more.
Yeah.
Chappelle done come a long way, and he's like, he's still relevant or whatever, but I don't think he need to go back and do that. That was done. And I think he's probably still feels some kind of way about, the cats going back and doing it without him as well.
Yeah.
So, we can still be cool, but I ain't fucking with you on that tip. We're not doing no more shows,
Well, I don't necessarily know because he made up with Neil Brennan.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
but see, here's,
there's making up, and then there's doing business.
Right. You're right.
You know?
You're absolutely right. There's business and personal. The thing I don't like is what he did was such a G move. You know, these motherfuckers take advantage of entertainers all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was listening to two other comedians, and I was listening to fuck ass Vlad, and he was like, "Oh well, he signed the contract. He signed the contract, so the business was done. I don't think it was right that, you know, he was able to get more money." Well, I mean, you know, it's like, do you realize how much money they fucked him out of? He was supposed to get more than $50 million. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. The thing is, everybody like, oh, well, that athlete or whatever, he don't deserve X amount of money. I was like, well, if they could cut that kind of check, how much you think they making?
Right. And who
You
the
know what I
fuck
mean?
are
So
you?
don't tell me he shouldn't have to be able to come back to the table and renegotiate if the numbers then
Right.
quadrupled or whatever. You know, that's
Right.
that's how you keep it going. Unless you want somebody to be like, okay, as soon as my contract's up, I'm gone, and that's what ended
'Cause
up
they-
happening or whatever, because there's no give and take.
And
You know,
my
it's
thing
always
is this.
taken.
Think about how much money he missed out on
Yeah,
when them
Yeah.
shits was first selling. That was the
Yeah.
hottest selling DVD, I
Mhm.
think, at one point of all time. If it's not still the top selling DVD.
It was right before the whole streaming thing, you know, kicked off
Right.
or whatever.
Right.
Because you know, Netflix been around for years. You used to get that through the mail.
Yeah.
You know
Yep.
what I mean? And then they switched formats.
When they had the
Everything
bullshit
switched
movies.
up. You know?
When they had the mockbuster movies. But they were smart. They were smart because you was like, what the fuck is Netflix? I ain't fucking with Netflix. Then they started
Mhm.
getting them good shits and said, all right, we're going to go with our own movies. We don't need Hollywood, you know?
Mm-hmm.
We're going to get us some top tier actors and we're going to start putting out some original shit because that's what everybody was complaining about with Hollywood. Everything was a remake, man. But I'm proud of the cat, man. He getting it in, man. I'm just waiting for the next little special.
I said, I think he's just gonna keep rolling with that, and I think he's a comic first or whatever. I think he likes that old that touring circuit. I could see him owning
Yeah.
a couple comedy stops, you know, and doing that and being content. You
Mm-hmm.
know, staying away from, you know, doing that whole television series and all that stuff. Because then you got bosses when you do shit like
Yeah.
that. You know what I mean? I think he like being, you know, doing this little freelance. Like today, I want to do a couple shows. I want to go pop in on my man, you know, and go blow up his shop, and then I'm gonna
Right.
go over here, you know, instead of being tied down to a series. Because I can only imagine that shit ain't to be at his level. That ain't easy, man. That shit's not
Right.
easy.
Right. Yeah, it's not, man.
Because to me, that shit was way funnier than SNL. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That
SNL was,
SNL to me
It's hit
ain't
and
been
miss.
funny since the Chevy Chase days.
God damn.
Yeah. Look, listen, think about it. They used to have Chevy Chase, Steve Martin, Eddie Murphy, all these, Dan Aykroyd, John
Yeah.
Candy, I think used to come through there. You got glimpses of, you didn't get a pack of motherfuckers. You got Chris Farley here, Will Ferrell there, Adam Sandler here. You know what I mean? They just don't do it like that. I mean, Keenan, I don't think Keenan on there no more. He got his own show with Don Johnson.
He's still on there.
Oh, he's still
a
on.
couple
And
weeks
he's doing
ago.
it. Okay.
Yeah, that check's still clearing for him. You know.
Oh, and let me not forget Tim Meadows. Tim Meadows was
Yeah.
hilarious on there.
Yeah. Was that my dude from what was his movies?
The ladies' man.
The
Yeah,
ladies'
man.
man.
Oh my God, I could take her and go get a fish sandwich.
See what you have. It's called fatigueness of the Wang syndrome. That's my cat.
When he went and got
Yeah.
that damn suit, it was like, go ahead, strike that pose. Yeah.
Yeah, the ladies' man. That
Oh
was
my
one.
God, that was a
Brown.
funny.
Dude.
German chocolate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
That dude is hilarious,
sir.
man.
Yes, sir.
All right, brothers, man. We didn't put some time in tonight, man. I need to
There
call
you
it.
go.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
you
sir.
said just leave it go. Don't
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
log out. Just
Yeah.
leave it on.
Yeah, just
Okay.
leave it on. It should be good.
How long we
long?
leave this on? Just leave it on all night or what?
You just said leave
Yeah,
it
I
on.
guess we'll figure it
Just
out.
leave it on. Leave it on
Yeah,
all
just
night.
leave it on.
So don't
Man.
close out Riverside. Just leave this on.
What's up?
What's up?
Don't leave Riverside.
Yeah, just leave it up.
Just leave it up. Don't touch nothing. Let it go to sleep.
So just get up and walk away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.